there's a museum over there, and they run the exercises and the whole bit. It's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's up now, by the way.
Okay, I'll join it. Hold on for a second.
Uh huh.
Mic off. Mic on. Mic off. Mic on.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
Some guy asking for my oldest daughter,
Oh,
and then I asked him who he was, and he starts talking. Said, "Oh, you and Amanda probably will be interested in some off-the-book investments." And I said,
oh my
and I
gosh.
said, I think. And then at that point, I said, I think you got the wrong phone number, and hung up.
Yeah, no kidding.
What? Well, let's see what's going on here.
So I had to click the button for Vassal Legacy server.
Oh, welcome to server. Okay, it says. Okay, that's the reason why I'm having problems. I guess. Where's that at? Because I'm only seeing the.
There you are.
Oh, I'm coming in now. I double clicked on it. Now I'm coming in. All right. All righty. Okay.
There you are.
So we're back to June 16/22.
Yep. Just beginning turn 2. And we don't start rolling for the bridge yet, I don't think.
Does this have those charts in it that tells us that? No, it has scenario notes. That might be.
Yeah, it has the scenario notes and the charts.
Special terrains. River, three.
Yeah, turn 4.
Okay. Okay.
All right, so we are beginning turn 2.
Mm-hmm.
And all of mine are in receive charge. You got
Make ready. Whatever. I think that's what it is. No, not make ready. Yeah.
no. You got charge. The
Oh,
Catholic Center's under
that's
charge.
right. And the rest of these guys is make ready and make ready.
Yep.
My other two
Right.
units. Okay. This one. I was forgetting about that being in charge there. Okay. I guess then he's going to be doing some.
Yep. He's going to have to get to it here.
Okay. Well, first I got one. I have one cannon that can't do anything now. But my other two. Let's see here.
I see 4 guns of yours that can fire.
But they're not the same. No, the HCs. They're HCs over here, aren't they? Yeah.
Yeah, all the HCs are good. It's just that 4-pounder that's over there behind Anhalt can't fire.
Yeah. Okay. So I was missing those two guys. I had forgotten those guys were part of that wing, the HC wing.
Yep.
Got those.
All part of your center there.
Okay. We'll start over here with the 12 pounder in
Yep.
in hex 1713, and he's going to attack down to the musketeers in 2013.
Yep. Okay. Well, that's
3 away. 1, 2, 3. Is that correct?
Range 3. Range 3 on a
So it's a
12-pounder
so that's
is
zero.
a 0. Yep.
Okay, so whatever the die roll is, here we go.
Anything over 4 does something.
Missed.
And you missed.
Oh, of course.
Yep.
And so this
Yep. So that guy's fired.
okay, so the what's this guy? The 3-pounder will now try to do the same thing.
Yeah, flip. You got to flip the.
Oh, yes,
there you go.
Yeah, forgot about that.
Yep. Okay, the 3-pounder. Same distance. 3.
0.
That's a 0.
And 9. Of course, the
He rolls
3-pounder.
a 9.
Of course,
Yep.
the 3-pounder hits.
He gets a formation hit.
Yeah, but I needed that. I needed that 12-pounder, 24-pounder to done it, and then let me follow up with that other one. Oh well. So you got him marked formation hit. Yeah, I see it. It's underneath there. I see it. Okay. Okay, so how about the 12-pounder in 15, 17, going down to the was it kosher,
Yeah, Cochler.
Cochler lights in 18, 17.
All right. It's whopping 3 again.
Uh-huh.
Now, there's a deal where, and this is where I got to look. I think that they
can put themselves down or something.
Yeah, they take cover.
Mm-hmm. But doesn't take cover doesn't affect the artillery then?
I think you're right. I think it does not affect artillery.
Mic off.
Sossenheim.
Mic on.
Consider device command, normal rules. Yeah, okay. Where's the... I can use the provisions of MPBS 9.4.5 to take cover, but that is an actual rule, and I didn't bring up the rule book yet, so give me a second.
Okay.
I'm not sure I care for the new... the new Dropbox interface.
Oh, really? I didn't realize it changed it. I got some stuff out there, but I don't go out there that often on the Dropbox.
Oh, I'm not using the web. I'm using the desktop client.
Oh, okay.
All right, 9.4.5. Taking cover. Yep, it's only musket or pistol fire.
Okay. So it's going to be a 3 away 0.
Yep.
So let's see what the die roll is going to be. A 4.
4, which I think is on a 12 to 24.
Is a miss.
A miss.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. All right.
And the other 12, 24 is going to hit the unit right behind it, the one in 18, 16.
Okay. Now we have to keep in mind, and we have not paid attention to this, but because they are in the trench, there's actually a terrain effect.
Okay.
against fire. Castle, roads and tracks. Where's entrenchment? It's a -1 to the die roll.
Oh, okay. It wouldn't have affected the 3-pounder. It would have still at 9.
Right. Yeah, at 9 it would have still hit it, but
Okay, so I still have to take a
yeah.
-1 to the die roll.
Right.
Okay, so it's going. So I'm 3 away, -1.
Yep.
How about that?
Oh, that's
Another miss.
Guns didn't do you much good that time.
No. Okay, I guess it's time to do some movement.
Yep.
Okay, we're going to start with this heavy infantry unit. We're going to rotate him. Yep, perfect. So that's 1, right?
Correct.
Okay, and then he's going to do advancing fire.
Okay. Oh no, you already moved.
What do you mean?
You can move or fire,
I said advancing fire.
which is still fire.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can move
I
or fire.
I got you. I forget that advancing fire, even though you can move ahead 1 square, it's still fire. It's fire, not movement. Okay, I'm
Right.
I'm following you.
Yep.
Well, we're getting prepared here. How was that?
Well, I mean, you got 2 small units of musketeers in trenches.
Uh-huh.
I mean, you've still got movement if you want to move up next to them.
Yeah.
I mean,
Might as well.
you got to make that call, but it's unlikely they're going to do much to you.
Yeah, but I was just trying to get some shots in as I was walking.
All right, so they can do reaction fire, so they might as well do reaction fire.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we'll go with the guy in 1816 to start with.
Yeah. So when they because they're coming out of cover, but they just pop back into cover. There's no rules about they have to be up or down, right?
No.
Okay.
No, and it's only the cover's only if you fire at them.
Mm-hmm. Oh, right. I got you. I was just thinking.
Right.
I was just thinking about the other guys coming in, but they're going to have to just march in there anyway. So.
Yeah, I mean they're gonna have to move in too, and then they can get fired at this turn. But when they get fired upon, then they can take cover, and basically you can't hit them.
Mm-hmm.
Or that they could choose to not take cover, in which case they can do reaction fire. That's the rule. Okay, so this guy that's going to fire, he's doing reaction fire.
Okay.
Because you didn't fire.
Right,
on
I did
him.
not. Right. But the 2 guys above him could not do reaction fire.
Which 2 guys?
The ones I fired the cannons on.
Why not?
I thought you just said okay. I guess I misunderstood.
The fact that they got fired on doesn't matter.
Okay.
By the cannons, because they can't take cover from the cannons anyway.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay.
I'm following.
They couldn't. The choice is for my units: do reaction fire or take cover. If I take cover, I can't do reaction fire. If I do reaction fire, I can't take cover.
Okay, gotcha. All right. Mm-hmm.
All right. That's all it boils down to is, and it's a reaction, just like all other reactions, right? So if I get fire, if I get one single musketeer that gets fired on 6 times, he gets to make that choice 6 times.
Okay. Well, that's what I was asking about. Okay.
But it wasn't even a choice at all when he got fired on by cannon, because he cannot reaction fire against your artillery,
Okay.
because your artillery is more than 1 hex away. So it wouldn't matter. He never had to make that choice. He couldn't make that choice. But this guy that's down here in 1916, he can make that choice. Well, again, he doesn't have to make the choice because you didn't fire. But you did move, and so I get reaction fire. So we're going to do reaction fire. Now, he's a single musketeer, so in a whole hell of a lot he can do. All right, so basically he's got to roll an 8 or a 9. That's all there is to it. He rolls 4. All right, so the next one up, which is in what, 16, like 16, 17, he's also going to reaction fire.
Okay.
He does not get anything. Okay, so that took care of that.
Okay.
Got to move the rest of these boogers. And don't forget, you get another heavy infantry sitting back there in 14, 16.
I was just trying to decide what I'm going to do with him.
He's got to move too.
Okay, we'll start here with, what are these guys here? The Schmidten. Is that right? Schmidten? Schmidten?
Schmidt?
Schmidt.
Yeah, the heavy infantry. Yep. All right, so reaction fire. That's a miss. One more reaction fire. That's a 5. That's a miss.
So actually, I need to straighten this counter up, don't I? Or is he? Oh, he's still going. He's still facing, going the right way.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I mean, you can turn him.
I'm not going to. Not yet.
If you do, I get to shoot at you again.
I'm not doing that. Okay, we're bringing the musketeers up.
Okay. All right. There's a reaction fire. Now, let's see. That's a good question. You might be able to do advancing fire with them.
Was it musketeers?
That's what I got to look at.
Oh, yeah, because they went away.
Yep. Heck yeah.
Okay, well then I will be doing that.
Yeah, they absolutely can do advancing fire.
So, but that's like they're musketeers. It's going to be -3. And how many men are in there?
You got 500.
No, I was going to see if I got any pluses with strength.
Yeah, you have 500 men.
Okay.
So you get a +1 for everyone above 1.
So I got a +4.
Right, so you get a +4, then you got a -3.
So I got a +1 still.
But then you get a -1 because they're in trenches.
So it's even, but it's still
it's a wash.
Yeah,
it's a lot, yeah, better than it would have been. Correct.
Okay, here we go. No, missed.
Nope, complete miss.
So now it's your turn.
All right. So given that, I'm gonna fire back, and it's a 1. I miss.
Okay. All right. Then down here in let's see, 1919, I have some musketeers. And they're
Yeah.
going to fire.
Okay. And they're going to be plus. There's 500
Plus
there.
4 minus, so
So
plus 3 then?
they're plus 4 minus 1.
Mm-hmm. Plus
Right.
3. Plus 3. Oh, no.
And they still miss.
No. Okay.
All right, fire him back, and I roll a 1, so nothing happened.
All right, so then let's bring in their buddies here. Going to do advancing fire on the same guy. We're going to fire on the 19, 18.
Okay. Yep.
Okay, advancing fire. So it's
Mm-hmm.
still good. It's still going to be plus 1.
It's
Oh,
even.
it's even. Yep, even.
Yeah, it's even. Right.
6.
Still too
Yep.
low. Got to roll an 8 or a 9.
Mm-hmm.
And given that, I'll go ahead and he'll fire back,
Okay.
and he misses. All right, now that musketeer that you got back there in 1719, he's gonna have to move because he has to get at least 1 closer until he's in contact.
Okay.
And he can't stack, so he's gonna have to try and come down
Yep.
around or something.
So first we're going to rotate.
Mm-hmm.
1 and
That's
and
1,
2.
and that's 2. That didn't put him any closer though.
2.
He's gonna have to keep going.
And so where's the train chart again on this one here? So this is okay. I can move into this without, because I know there's one stream I have to stop next to it before I can move into it, and I don't think this is it. Is it?
No, that's a minor
Okay.
stream.
Okay, it's one over by the Spanish that you
Yeah.
guys stop and then
Right.
move across.
Yeah, that's a much thicker one, but this is
Okay.
this is a marshy stream,
Okay.
which on the terrain effects for movement, for light infantry, marshy stream costs 3, but does not cause a formation
Okay.
hit.
So that's going to be 5.
So you move 1, you've 2, that's 5, and you can't go any further. You could change facing.
I can't move down to 2020.
No. Yeah, you could. You could
That's what I
actually.
was thinking. That'd be put me closer to the
Yeah.
enemy, and I'd still be in
Yep.
command next turn too.
All right, you could do that.
But now you
All
get
right.
the fire.
And now I'm going to shoot you in the face. And I get a +1.
The hedge doesn't give me any protection.
No, whoever whoever's adjacent to the hedge to start with
that protection. Yeah.
gets the benefit, but if you move up close to it, you don't. After I'm already there. All right, you got shooted. That's a hit.
That's 1 casualty.
Yep.
So now his strength is 5. Right?
Started 5. He started 5.
Oh, L5, right? Okay, I was looking at the wrong one. I was looking at the morale.
Yeah, that's the morale.
I was looking at the morale. Okay, so now I'm at 4.
There you go. Yep. All right. And then you still have this 2 hex heavy infantry for that center.
Okay, he moves 1 to there. Okay.
Now, all right. Now you want to think about that. The way you have him right now, he is in front of the guns, and so really doesn't matter because they can't fire at anything anyway, can
that's the
they?
reason why I did that. Because there isn't much more for them to do. So now I want to move Tilly. Tilly is going to go up here and join that, be with that heavy unit there.
All right.
And my leader. He's going to go over here with the other.
All righty.
And now to do a continuation.
Okay.
Charge, he's okay there, and let's see here. So he's already got a -2 for his wing leader, right?
Correct. Yeah, he's a -2, and he needs to roll for continuation as charge a 0 to 3,
Mm-hmm.
and a 0 to 3 with a -2 to the die roll.
Yep. All right, let's see if we can get that. How about that?
Yeah, you didn't even need your -2.
Okay, let's see here. So that 4-pounder, I think he has a shot on that musketeer down in 21-20.
Yeah, I believe he would. I believe that he would.
Five away.
Yep, 5 away.
So
4-pounder, range of 5.
-1.
And then for terrain, firing across a
Hedge.
hedge, yeah, is another -1. So it's -2.
What? Okay.
It's -1 for being at 5 and -1 for firing across the hedge.
Okay, but I don't know. I know these charts are old, but you also have that target is in hedgehog +2.
He's not in a
Okay,
hedgehog.
he's just behind the bushes.
Hedgehog is a infantry formation
okay.
for
Right.
pike blocks.
All right. I was thinking something else. All right. Good. Okay, so here we go. So we said it's a -2.
Yep, -2.
5.
5, and it's a 4-pounder. Miss, just a miss. Yep.
Well, at least he got the fire.
Well, he was close. If it hadn't been for the -2, if he'd been closer and not behind the hedge, he'd have caused a formation hit.
Okay, so we're going to go over here with the heavy infantry.
The one that Anholt's on. Yep.
And he will first fire into 1916.
Okay.
You going to take cover?
All right. Now keep in mind that you are -1 on your fire.
Mm-hmm.
Automatically because of the number of musketeers that are detached.
Okay.
See, it says on your counter, fire
so
-1.
-2 because you're in the entrenchment.
Correct. Right. And I don't have to say whether I'm taking cover until I see the result.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
You fire, and if you hit me, I can decide. Well, I'm going to take cover, or I'm going to take the hit.
Remind me, we can still melee after fire, right or not?
Correct.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
Yeah, you will take some minuses because you did fire. I think there's no, for fire that's only for salvo, and we don't do salvo.
Way before that time.
Yeah, we're too early. So yeah, I mean you can still close combat, absolutely.
Okay, so I'm -2. Any other minuses?
For fire combat, I don't believe so. No, you get -1 for the. Yeah, that would be it.
Okay, -2.
You're doing skirmish fire, -2, heavy infantry frontal fire.
And
And you're going to get 2 of these shots.
so it's a 5.
Roll a 7, -2 is a
That'd be 1
5.
hit.
It's 1 hit. Okay, well, that's going to wipe those guys out because they're only a 1.
So could you then say you're taking cover?
Yeah, that's right. So that's what's going to happen. He's going to take cover.
Okay.
He's not going to do reaction fire. He's going to take cover.
And the other guy, is going to have it's another 7, right?
I'm taking cover.
Okay. All right. So then we do all of our fires, and then we get to do our.
Yeah, it's not until fire's done. After you take your actions, then we do close combat.
Okay. All right. So I'm just going to go ahead and get this out of the way. This other heavy block is moving up. He's pushing the point here. Okay, let's see here. This heavy.
You got Schmidt
going to. He's got -1 for fire. Okay, he's going to fire. There's no point not doing it.
Going to be -2.
Oh, well, I'm just trying to think here. So if I just sit there waiting to do close combat, because you're gonna duck down anyways, because I'm just trying to figure out whether it's even worth rolling the dice for the fire.
Probably not.
Because if
if you fire and you don't hit me,
then you get
then I'm going to shoot you back.
Casualties. Okay,
right.
So all the way around here, because that guy's going. Well, Schmidt goes into here. This is getting complicated, but that's okay. I should have done that too. Okay, so you're going to be able to down here. I'm going to do some movement, and so you're going to get to do a reaction fire here if you want.
Yep. All right, let's do a reaction fire, and nope, misses.
That's 1, 2. And so you get to do another one, or you can't do it there.
No, because I can only fire out of my frontal hexes.
Okay, and
now you moved into that cost you 3.
Okay, let's say 1. Say 1 to rotate, so that's 4. That's
you're 4.
If I can move 1 more for 5, 6.
Yeah, but there's no place for you to move that doesn't cost more than you.
I meant straight ahead.
Yeah, if you cross the hex, you cross the hedge.
Oh, it's a hedge part there, isn't there?
Yeah, there's a hedge there that costs you 2.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm talking about moving into 2017. Is there a hedge between the two, between 2018 and 2017?
No, but it costs you 3
Oh, that's right, 3
points.
points. Yep, right. Okay, that's it. We're stopping there.
Yeah, you can't go any further.
That's fine. Well,
all right. You got any more movement?
Where they want to... That guy's going there. That guy's going there. If I move him down, he can still do so. Okay. Well, he's going to take the chance of the shot. Probably going to hit me one of these times. That's 1.
All right. Here you go. Nope.
Now you get to make another one.
Yep. That's a hit.
One hit.
Yep.
And take another one.
Nope.
Okay, that's it. That's all the movement. Now I'm ready to do some. Oh, hold on here. Over here in 2020, my musketeers are going to fire at your musketeers.
Okay. So they're firing across a hedgerow.
First I have like a plus 3, and then the minuses come in.
No, yeah, you got a plus 3. And then you're firing across a hedge hex side, which is minus
Okay,
1.
plus 2.
So you're a plus 2. Hits on an 8 or 9.
Miss.
Miss. I'm going to shoot you right back.
Okay.
And there you go. Took another one.
Well, those guys aren't very good. Okay, let's do.
Oh, and I was even a plus 1. I didn't even remember that. I'm a plus 1 because I've got 200 musketeers.
Okay, ready for some close combat?
Mm-hmm.
Let's take the heavy in first.
Okay, so he has to attack the hex that is in his front center. So that means he's going to be attacking
the higher one in row 18 something, 18.
18, 16. Whoops, that wasn't what I wanted to do. Yep, so he's got to hit 18, 16.
Okay.
All right, so here we go. Close combat. All right. Plus minus for any attacking defending leader. Does have a leader, which is a minus 2, which in this case is a plus 2.
Right.
What's your morale?
My morale is 8.
Okay, mine's a 5. So the morale differential is a plus 3.
So for a total of plus 5 then?
Right, and you can never go more than plus 4. But we get that at the end. So you're a plus 5. All right, your strength ratio, how big is that unit?
20.
All right, so it's a 4 to 1. So that's another plus 2.
Okay, so we're at plus 7.
Right. Close combat matrix, you have heavy infantry versus light infantry is another plus 2.
So we're at plus 9.
Right. And it's not defending cavalry. It's not a flank rear hex. The attacker is not formation shaken. They did not fire salvo. They don't have momentum. The defender isn't any of those things. So you're a plus 4. You are a plus 4.
Okay.
Now, let me just check something. I'm pretty sure that taking cover only applies to fire and not.
Does they?
Yep, it's
what
only
about the
fire.
Entrenchments? They don't have any.
Yeah, the entrenchments do. They're minus 1 to close combat.
That took me to what, a plus 8.
Yeah, you're still above plus 4, right?
Right.
So it doesn't matter. But yeah, it's a minus 1. Now thought I remembered something. Let me go back and look at the notes because I thought I remembered something about those trenches are not just entrenchments. There's something beyond that, but I couldn't find it. So I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to read
Okay,
here.
take your time.
Entrenchment. Oh, trench hexes. There's a terrain effects chart that is in an addition on the back of the playbook. That's it. So now I got to find that because he didn't include that here in his charts. I got to pull up the
actual playbook,
the actual
Okay.
manual. So oh wow. Yeah. Those hits you thought you did with fire, you didn't do them.
What hits? Oh, the ones that we thought that you. Okay.
Yeah, where I ended up taking cover, you didn't hit. The modifier for fire and for close combat is -3. All right, so now.
So I was at 9. Is that?
You're at 9, and it's -3 for the trenches. But that's still it. I don't think there weren't any other minuses.
And
it's
you don't get that extra, that other -1.
No. You don't, because that would be also terrain effects. So it's still more than minus, or rather plus. It's
still +4.
Still
okay,
plus
here
4.
we go. +4.
Yep.
9.
That's a 9, and they're gone.
So the question is, can I rotate into that hex or not?
Or
how does that work?
To advance after combat. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can. Let's check advance after combat real
I think
quick.
we better because this could be. Yeah, I might have to wait till if I get another continuation or next turn.
Okay, if the defender's hex is empty, the attacking unit must advance. Must advance, while the defending unit may advance or choose to remain in its original hex. If there are 2 or more attacking units, only 1 unit advances per defender hex. The attacker must select the highest morale unit to advance. If more than 1 if a 2 hex unit retreats, the victorious player may advance into either of the vacated hexes or both. An advancing unit does not expend movement points, so it can advance even if it has no current movement points. It doesn't say.
So I guess it almost sounds like
two hex units in advance.
So I'd have to rotate in there.
If a 2 hex unit advances after combat, both halves of it must advance if possible. If attacking a 1 hex unit and only a 1 hex gap opens after the retreat, then the 2 hex unit must wheel so that only 1/2 enters the vacated hex. A 2 hex unit cannot change facing after advancing. So it's not can you, it's you must.
Well, that's good. That answers the question.
Yeah. You must.
How does that look?
All right, that looks like we're going to reaction fire your ass. But before we do
Gotta roll
that,
for
you got to roll for Anholt because he was in combat.
5.
And he survives.
Okay, so you got what, 3 reaction? Oh, 2 reaction fires.
2 reaction fires.
Now I'm in the entrenchment.
Depends on which half I fire on.
Okay. Yep.
If Kokler here, the Musketeers, fires on the right hand half, you're not in the entrenchment. Which is what I'm going to do. Have a hit.
Okay. Okay.
Your unit got fired on with a leader in it, so you got to do leader casualty check.
Okay.
Survives. Yep. All right. So Kokler here in the center of town is going to fire on you, and he is heavy infantry.
He has a -1 too. Don't forget.
Oh! Guess what? Your formation shaken, dude.
Okay.
Actually, your formation broken.
How come?
You were formation shaken because you did close combat. Then you moved into the entrenchment hexes. And moving into the entrenchment hexes, those are in fact hexes that cause a hit. So you're now formation broken. All right, so yeah, you're in the trenches. You're going to get that benefit, but you're also formation broken. Okay, so
and don't forget you have a -1 for that heavy infantry there.
Correct, I do. He's a -1. So Kokler is firing, skirmishing fire, as a reaction fire, and okay, so it's front fire -1, total of -4 because you're in those trenches. And it wouldn't have mattered anyway. He rolled the only thing he could roll to miss. Okay, that was the reaction fire.
Okay. Okay, this heavy infantry up here in 1717. Well, you can't do that. It has to be the Musketeers.
He's facing the wrong way. Yep.
Yeah, he was perfect.
Okay.
What?
You're going to close combat with those Musketeers?
Probably not.
Come on.
We'll wait.
Yeah, I don't think that would have gone too well. I don't know that would have gone too well.
Okay, I think.
Now, having said that, right? I mean, you could fire. You didn't fire with them because you were saving them for close combat. But now we know that it's a -3.
But there's no point in it because you'll just duck under cover anyways if I hit.
Right, right. It doesn't help you. Okay. So, what are you gonna do?
Let's see. Looks like I'm gonna have to do a continuation.
Keep in mind that Tilly was activated.
That's right. I haven't moved him. So I think Tilly's going to go join a unit up here so he can get him out of trouble. we're gonna get all the leaders killed here in a second.
Yeah, that's old Tilly. He's right in the middle of it.
What did I? Oh, I brought the artillery with me.
Yeah, you brought the gun down with you.
Well, I gave him right. One of these days I'll have it facing the right direction again. Gosh, dog it.
Okay, just keep doing what you were doing. You keep changing the direction you're turning it.
Left. Left. There we go.
There you go.
And now Tilly. Oh, let's take him left. Left. One more time. All right. So he's all set to help take care of formation stuff. Thanks for reminding me on that one. All right. How about we do it? Try for a continuation. So it's just gonna be just a -1 this time, I believe.
It's a -1, correct? Because it's a +1, and that sets off the -2. Now, having said that, do they have to be? Let me look. Look here.
Oh, it's going to be.
He's
so it's
adjacent.
0. It's 0.
The Army commander's adjacent.
0.
Well, yeah,
The wing commander's adjacent, so he's 0.
The Army commander's
what does that
adjacent.
got to do with anything?
If the Army, you add the two ratings together.
Right.
So it's -4 + 1.
Oh.
You get a -2 for Anholt.
And
a -2 for Tilly.
So -4.
Which is
-4. And I got a -3.
And then you got a +1. Where's the -3 come from?
Well, not mine. I was giving a total. The one right below it, wing commander adjacent to enemy unit, not morale broken. So that's another +1. So I'd +2 +2, 2 +1s.
Okay.
It's -2.
So it's a -2
total. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a -2.
You want to try preempt or anything?
I'm thinking about trying to preempt. Yeah, so Christian's going to try and preempt.
Okay.
He's in receive charge. He only preempts on a 0 to 2, but let's try it. And he does. You're preempted.
So we're done up here.
Yep. And that means that Christian's activated. Okay. So yeah, this is kind of a different story now. Now that I realize that those trenches are -3, I'm going to make this is going to be a little costly for you. All right, so first things first. Receive charge, reform, yes. All right, so these musketeers are going to reform. No, why do you keep doing that? There we go. All right, they're better. Come on, Christian, what are you doing? Get back there. There we go. All right, so we're going to go ahead and the musketeers that are in 1916 are going to fire on the right half of your heavy infantry, basically where Tilly is. And they got a hit on an 8 or a 9. And they hit. So your heavy infantry takes a hit, and you're going to have to roll for leader casualties on 2 leaders.
Okay. First leader casualty. Tilly. 6.
He makes it.
And a 4.
And he makes
okay,
it.
so that hex is going to, the heavy infantry is going to return fire.
Yeah, you can do that. You can absolutely do that.
So I got a -1 to begin with. And
Right, you got a -1 to begin with. Then you've got a minus.
Right?
Yeah, you're a -4.
Formation
Plus,
broken and minus
you are formation broken, which is another -3, so
-7.
you're -7.
All I need is 1 hit.
That's true.
Miss.
But that won't do it. Yeah, those were odds I kind of liked. Now you actually could do that twice. You got 2 sides of that.
Miss.
Yep. All right. Okay, Kokler, the heavy infantry. He's gonna fire, and he's -4. He rolls 5. That gives him a 1, which is a hit.
Okay. And then my 2 leaders.
Yep.
0 for Tilly. And
Yep.
3.
Yep. They both make it. But hey, we're whittling away on that heavy infantry. This is costing you something. Costing you something. We'll go ahead and fire the musketeers that are in 1817. We're going to fire on your Schmidt heavy infantry.
Okay. In the flank?
On the flank. Which I don't think does anything, but it might. It doesn't do anything. Point. Oh, by the way, your heavy infantry had to subtract. It had additional minuses because of its hits. We forgot about that.
-2 per casualty, right?
It's -1 for every 2 casualty points on a 2 hex unit.
Okay, so I would have been additional -1, so it would have been -8.
Yeah, so you -8. It didn't matter, but it will end up mattering. So, okay. So, I don't see anything about flank fire making any difference. It makes a difference when you're doing close combat, but it doesn't matter for the fire table. So he's firing, and he's a -3. A -4. He's a -4.
Why?
Well, because he's oh no, I already fired the heavy infantry, didn't I? Yeah, this is a -3.
What for?
No, it's not even a -3. It's straight up.
That's better.
Yeah. It's straight up. You're not in trenches. So yeah, it's an 8 or 9. There's a hit. There's a hit.
Okay.
Right.
Now the musketeers will take a reaction fire at him.
They didn't get fired at.
Oh, okay.
They can't do a reaction fire unless they're fired on.
Okay, so I'm doing a flank shot at with these heavy infantry then. So it's just a -1 because of the, unless you see more than that.
Yeah, they're in the
Oh,
trenches. It's a
-4
-3.
total.
-4 total.
Miss.
Yep. Yep. All right. That, I believe, is all those guys are gonna do. Yeah, I think that's all those guys will end up doing. So I'm not going to fire with that other guy and take the chance. Okay, so what am I going to do with the rest of these guys? If I remember correctly, receive charge can move a whopping 1 hex.
Yep.
Yeah, so I don't. There's not much I can do there. If I remember correctly, there's no zones of control
No.
at all. Okay, well, then I think we will. How strong's that infantry unit? He's still at 17. He's formation broken, though. But he's got the 2 leaders in there. All right. Well, we'll go ahead and try for a continuation. Let's see here. Receive charge. He does continuation on a 0 to 1.
Okay, I'm not gonna. Yeah, I'm not gonna try to stop you.
Yeah, because I don't think he's going to get it, and he doesn't. So, yep, Christian's finished. I don't think I've got any reason to. I've got no reason to move anybody else. They're good where they're at. So, yep. That's what he's going to do, and Duke Christian is finished right there. Okay, so you got 2 guys in make ready.
I think the Spaniards are going to go next.
All right.
Make ready. Okay. So since I'm with this heavy block unit, I can fix his formation then, right?
You can. They won't be able to move this turn, but yeah, you can fix them. That would be
Right.
their
Right.
action.
Yep. But I'd rather do that. That way I can move the leader.
Well, that's his
Okay.
action.
Well, we might get a continuation, right?
That's true.
Okay. So that's those two guys.
Yep.
Okay. See, that's what I was confused. See, the Spanish musketeer who's a formation shaken. He got formation shaken because he moved into that swamp. Is that swamp's different than this other swamp where this other guy moved in on the other side of the board in 2018?
I believe
Is it
that
because of this?
that is the
Okay.
Sulzbach. And let's go look at the.
Because I want to make sure I'm doing this right over here. Because it's
Well, they're light infantry, and light infantry.
this guy was the Spanish are light infantry also.
Yeah, I know, but it's a different
Okay.
stream.
I mean, that's the case. I just wanted to double.
It's the Sulzbach, where that guy is a minor
Okay.
stream. Now, when he moves into
Yeah,
2017,
that's
that's the
right. If
Sulzbach.
he moves into 2017.
Right. If he were to move into 2017, he'd be moving into the Sulzbach.
Okay. I
Okay.
just want to make sure we're doing it right on both
Um,
sides of the board.
Now, to enter a Sulzbach stream hex, a unit must start adjacent to the hex and use its full movement allowance to enter the hex. The same procedure is used when a unit wishes to move out of a Sulzbach stream
Okay.
hex.
So that swamp area is considered a stream hex then.
You know why he's formation
Why?
shaken? Because he got shot by the
Okay,
artillery.
you had artillery down there. Okay. Alrighty.
Yeah. He did not. I was sitting here trying to figure out. So
That makes
why
sense.
is he formation
Okay.
shaken? Because even with the Sulzbach, it has different rules, but they're still light
Mm-hmm.
infantry. But he got hit by this artillery, which is the artillery done in
Mm-hmm.
2312, which I just missed. I should have shot him with
Yep,
that
you should
again,
have.
but I forgot there was
Yeah.
artillery back there.
So, like for instance, if I had this light infantry in 1812, if he moves into 1912, then he's formation shaken because he's light
No,
infantry.
he will not
Light,
be because
right,
he's light
right. Okay.
infantry. Right. That is considered a marshy stream, even though it's the
Mm-hmm.
Sulzbach.
But because he's light infantry,
The He will not be formation shaken.
he has
However,
you
he
stop
will have to.
right
He will stop
because
in
it
that
uses all
hex.
its movement. Got okay.
Right. Correct. And then when he moves into either one of the two hexes in
Mm-hmm.
front of him, that'll use all of his movement. And then if he tries to move out of those two into anything in front of him, that'll use all of his movement.
Yep.
So it's going to take him 3 turns to get across
Mm-hmm.
that stream.
That's fine. Well, Spanish are going to block my. Okay, so I kind of messed. So the musketeers in 1814 are now out of command because I moved the wrong unit at the wrong time. But he has to move to get back into command, right?
Musketeers at 1814. Oh yeah, he would have to move to get back into command before he can move at all.
Right. So then when he moves into 1914, he should be in command again, but he has to stop his movement.
Correct. And he is, because he's back in command, because he's
Right.
2 away, so you're fine.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm going to shoot him in the
Go ahead.
face. Miss.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And just out of curiosity, marshy stream. Oh, does not have an effect on fire combat.
Okay. Okay. So then, Spanish started in a really poor position here.
There's not a lot of good positions for the Catholics here,
No.
period. Which was the whole
Mhm.
point. I mean, this is why Christian is where he's at. Is
Okay, so
it's difficult ground to attack.
so the cavalry is going to be formation shaken when they move into the into 20.
That is correct.
They can only
yes.
move one hex anyways.
Right.
Well, we got to push it.
Yep. Those boys are formation shaken.
One. Okay. All righty. So I'm going to try for a continuation, I think.
All right.
Oh, let me just a second. He wants to
Skyrim's
move first. The leader wants to move before I do that.
leader
Oh, that's right.
already
That's
took
right. He
his
can't
action.
move. You're right. Okay, so he's
Right.
just going to try to do a continuation, a 0 to 2. If I don't think these
Yeah, go ahead. I'm not going to try and preempt.
he's not a cavalry wing commander.
I would say that he is a cavalry wing commander.
How is that figured?
Because he's got a bunch of cavalry.
That's all it is.
Let's look at that. I think if he has any heavy infantry,
He's probably
he is
yeah.
not.
That's why I was going to say I don't think he is, but
Yeah, I think the deal is that if you have any heavy infantry, yes, a wing with no heavy infantry is considered a cavalry wing. So
okay.
he is not.
So it's straight up.
Yep, straight up.
Straight up, and needs a 0 or a 2. 0 to 2. 0
Zero,
to 2. Yep.
0 to 2.
And no. Nope. Okay, so he's finished.
Yep.
All right, so I guess it turns it over to you. Nope. You
No, you still got your
cavalry.
You still got this
You got
cavalry over
received
here.
charge down there.
Yep.
One, two, three, four, one, two, three.
That's
Oh,
4.
4. Okay. Yeah, I forgot about
Yeah.
that. Yeah, rotate.
You rotated.
1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three. One, two, three. And those trees are nothing there, right? They're just decoration. 1,
They're nothing.
2,
They're just
3. Okay, so we're going to try for a continuation.
okay. Now he is a cavalry
Mm-hmm.
wing.
So you said it's a -1.
Correct. But he's make ready, so 0 to 2
Right.
-1.
You don't want to try to preempt or anything?
I'm thinking about Styrum's going to try and preempt.
Okay.
Though he doesn't have much of a chance. He is also a cavalry wing,
Mm-hmm.
and he's -1,
Mm-hmm.
so he's -2. But he's in receive charge, so he does a preemption on a 0 to
Mm-hmm.
2. So it's a 0 to 2 -2. And he rolls the worst that he could roll.
No continue.
And so he buys himself a no continue marker.
Okay, so then I get to roll now.
Correct.
Okay. Make ready. 0 to 2 -1.
Right.
How about that?
And you do. Where the hell's the? There it is. To get the dreaded no continue marker. There we go.
Okay.
So you got a continuation.
Well, a good thing because I'd forgot to activate Tilly. Twice
Yeah.
now.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so Tilly's going to take his action and reform this guy down here.
Um. I may be confusing games. Hold on here a second. Form action. Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
I was just thinking about there's a basically you can't rally in horse and musket if you're
Mm-hmm.
adjacent. That was what was. I couldn't remember if adjacency mattered, but it doesn't.
So he's
So
formation.
you can take him to formation
Uh-huh.
shaken.
Yeah, if I remembered, he would have already been formation fixed.
Right.
Okay, so now we're going to try to chain.
Now, hang on just a second
Okay.
here. But I got a
You get to shoot.
feeling that I get to shoot at
Mm-hmm.
you. Because reform or rally is one of those things that is a
Mm-hmm.
trigger.
Go ahead.
Pretty sure that's the case. I just want to double check, but I'm pretty sure it is. Come on, get me to triggers. Free action movement. Triggers. Oh, yeah. Yep. Okay, so first is going to be those musketeers. And they hit on an 8 or a 9. They miss, but you got to take 2 leader morale checks or 2 leader checks.
Tilly?
Yep, he's good. He's good. All right. So the Kuckler heavy infantry is going to fire. And they are a -4. And they miserably miss.
Tilly?
Yep.
And 9. You think we just spot a leader?
You know what? I think we've been doing this wrong. Isn't it that they only take the check if there's damage?
Could be.
Or is it if they're in combat?
I think it might have been damage, but I don't know. That's
Well, leaders may be killed or wounded by fire combat. Yeah, if a leader is in a hex that is fired on with any result other than miss,
which is it?
Roll 1 die. And so we've been making checks that you haven't had to
make. Okay, so I didn't have to make that check there.
Nope, because they missed. Now, when those hits happened, yeah, you did have to, but both of these guys missed this time, so they didn't have to.
All right, so I'm going to be returning fire because at least I get one better shot now. Now I'm not formation broken.
Yeah, but no, I was reacting.
Oh, right. I can't react to your reaction.
Right.
Okay. All right. So now let's go back over here to the cavalry. We're gonna try changing our orders. I think.
Yeah, I figured that was coming.
Or are we? Yeah,
0 to 3.
We are.
Yeah.
So it's 0 to.
And 0 to 3 -1.
Nope.
Nope,
Okay,
you won't.
So we'll try doing a continuation, even up.
Okay.
Makes sense. Unless you want to try preempting me again.
No, because nah. Go ahead, try it. 0 to 2. Nope.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so I could activate my cavalry. It's got no continue. If I remember correctly, that isn't going to work for shit. I don't think I'm going to do that. I don't see any reason to do anything down here. All right, so we're going to activate Carp Zao.
Okay.
And he's going to fix the formation on this guy.
Okay.
Which, I'll be honest, I can't really remember why his formation was screwed up in the first place. I'm not sure what could have possibly happened to have screwed his formation up. Unless they moved, and I don't remember him moving. This
you moved them all up, so they'd be right up against that line there. They didn't.
Okay, so Carpsal must have moved, and because he moved across a hex or a hex side, That's why he was formation shaken. Okay. All right, so we're going to have these musketeers in 2120 are going to fire on your musketeers.
Okay.
And I'm at a +1.
Mm-hmm.
And they completely miss.
Okay. I'm at return.
You can return
+2.
fire. It is a +2. However, you're firing across a hedge hex side, so you're -1, so you're +1. Same as I was.
How about that?
And you hit. You actually you got the hit. You got the hit. Now, I believe, because I'm a 5, actually, you should have taken a morale check too. You're a morale 6, and you took 1.
I've taken 2.
So, yeah. Well, yeah, but you took them as 2 separate hits. But yeah, you should have had 2 morale checks on that guy.
Okay. You want me to roll them before you roll yours?
Yeah, because that will. It may have been that they couldn't have ever fired. This may have not happened. So 6 or less.
Nope. I rolled a 9.
All right. So he's morale shaken. That was 1, right? And he's got to do another morale check for the other hit. And he passes that one. Okay, so he's morale shaken, which I don't believe has any impact on the fire. So he did make this happen. So now I do a morale check, which I pass. All right, so now we're caught up. Okay. We're right. All right, so I'm going to go ahead. Karpzow is going to be finished. He's got nothing else to do. All right, and that just leaves me with my cavalry, who are going to, as cavalry is wont to do, sit prettily on their horses and literally do nothing.
Okay.
And so Styrum is finished.
Yeah.
Because really, about all my cavalry is going to do in this entire game is sit there, not get shot at, and try and get the hell off the map.
Yeah.
Unless some sort of fantastic breakthrough happens here that I have to throw my cavalry in. They ain't going to do much but try and get out of the way, because right now they are mostly a victory point sink in this fight. All right, that's everybody. And that moves us. Yeah, we don't have any routing. Nope. We don't have anything else that we need to do at the end of the turn. So that's going to put us in turn 3.
Okay. Seeing it took us almost an hour and a half to get this far, you want to call it for tonight, and then I'm going to go have some birthday cake?
Well, given that it's your birthday and you should have some birthday cake, I'm fine with that.
Well, anyways, because I can't. I just sitting here thinking it's already 8:30. We've been going, and when we started right at 7.
And we started right at 7. Yeah. But
there's, I mean,
the thing that's different about this one is, Edge Hill, there was a lot of maneuver. You had to close. Here, you basically start in contact. Right. And then you've got this village assault right away. And, unlike Edge Hill, this has already been pretty bloody. I mean, you've already, just in terms of sheer
Mm-hmm.
casualties, the Catholics have already taken what? There's 200, 300, 400, 5, 6, like 700
Well,
casualties
I
already.
don't know. I took 3 over 2. So yeah, yes, that's right here. That's 200. Up here, that's 300. Another 300, 600, and then 700. Yep.
Yeah, that's what I thought. You've taken 700
To your
casualties
200.
already. Yeah,
Right. Well, but
right,
yeah,
exactly.
but whenever you're doing an assault on a fortified position,
Right.
that's
Oh
probably about
yeah,
right.
exactly. You would
Because
right. You would expect that. I mean,
hmm
it's
well,
it's good. It's
actually, the math is
bloody.
about right because it's usually a 2 to 1.
Correct. Two or three to
So
one. Yeah.
yeah, and right now we're at 3 to 1, right? So,
Right.
so
Right.
you need to have
Exactly. So
because
yeah, I
don't
mean,
attack in a fortified position unless you have 3 times the number of troops that you're going against.
exactly. Yeah, and so that's what's different, right? We don't have a
Hmm
turn. We don't have 3 turns where we're just trying to get into
hmm
position.
And
We
and my artillery did
yeah.
nothing to soften you up.
No, no. And that's part of the problem with those guys being under charge orders to
hmm
start with is and it reflects the doctrine of the time, right? I mean, Machiavelli 100 years before this, probably about 100 years before this, had actually written in his book of the art of war that he felt artillery was never going to amount to anything because it didn't cause any casualties
hmm
at all. That all artillery did was make a lot of noise. It was useful for sieges, but it wasn't useful on the battlefield. Now, by the time you get to the 1640s, you've got battlefield artillery that is somewhat useful, but it's nothing like Napoleonic artillery. And so, the commander said, yeah, we'll start with a little bit of it,
That's right.
but
And then we'll put our troops immediately in front of you.
right. I mean, mostly we're gonna attack and
hmm
mask our batteries pretty quickly because there isn't a good use. There isn't a doctrine of real artillery
hmm
prep yet because the guns just aren't that
Right. Yeah.
effective.
Keep your eyes open. You may get a lucky shot somewhere down the.
Well, that's it. Yeah, I mean, now from a defensive perspective, if I hadn't
Oh
forgotten
yeah. That.
here, I'd have popped your
hmm
musketeers again. But I don't have a lot of
Nope.
artillery. I basically got this one battery here. Now, historically speaking, Tilly's guns were useful in this assault. Um, and these guns that you have at 1714 and
hmm
1713, uh,
Oh yeah.
enfilading Christian's
hmm
line, those did some damage. And that little 4 pounder, that 4 pounder, Tilly actually moved that up, and we can't do it. The rules don't
hmm
allow for it,
Right.
but Tilly actually moves those guns up after he takes the
hmm
village. After when he forces the crossing here at the
Right.
bridge, he does move those guns up to support
He
that
he probably
attack,
ran over there and did it
and
himself.
well, he pretty much did, because
Yeah.
that's
Right.
Tilly, right? That's Tilly. Um, Also wanted to tell you before you go, if you have a chance, take a look. I linked in the oh
Discord
god
channel.
Discord channel to a set of
hmm
rules called the Pikeman's Lament.
Where are they located? It's not that zip file with the OBJ file.
No, 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 no. Scroll up. They're from Osprey.
I'll have to go search. Oh, I can search. I guess search here.
Yeah, it's right above the OBJs. Just scroll up above the
Mm-hmm.
OBJs, and then you see the post by Will, and then you see a post by OJ's dad,
Okay,
and then
okay,
you
I see
see
it. I
my
see it. Oh,
post.
okay, I got it.
Yeah, okay, so those rules, the Pikeman's Lament, those are
Mm-hmm.
skirmish rules for the pike and
Right.
shot period. And if you want to recreate the feeling of the engagements in Memoirs of
Right.
a Cavalier, they are the rules for it. It is exactly that
Okay, at that
stuff.
level. So yeah.
Yeah, it's the the Little War stuff, the raids and the beating up quarters and um, all that kind of stuff. And what's really cool is before you start, you actually roll up. So your units are
Mm-hmm.
companies. You get a company,
Okay, that has to
okay,
be the right size.
and you command a company, and you roll up
Mm-hmm.
a captain, just like a
Okay.
role playing game. And that captain has different characteristics based on what you roll. And for every battle that you fight with the company, that captain gains experience and at certain points gets another trait.
Oh, okay.
Uh, so it's like role playing Memoirs of a
Okay.
Cavalier. And the basing that I've got on those
Mm. Right.
Wofun figures will
Okay.
work for it. It's really designed for 28 millimeter based
Mm-hmm.
individually, but they talk about in the rules how they themselves have started putting multiple figures
Right.
on a base and tracking casualties just because it's faster to move a base of 4 or 6 than it is 4 or 6
Right.
individual
Well, yeah, you can always,
figures.
yeah, and then if we need to scale it for the movement and stuff, that's not too hard either.
Yeah, and they're really forgiving
Mm-hmm.
about basing. Um, it's really initially I was like, skirmish level. I'm not that sure I'm interested. And then I read some about it, and I'm like, oh,
Well, that'd be the only way to
this is
create to do the
yeah,
memoirs of the Cavalier, because that all those battles were real
right,
low
right,
scale, like this
yeah,
little musketeer battle we have going over here by the hedges.
right. That's
So
exactly
you're
what it
saying we
would
should
be.
freeze this game, go play this other one to find out what all is taking place, right?
Right, right. That's exactly what you would do,
Well,
right?
then we could probably about 20
Um,
years from now might get this battle.
yeah, about 20 years from now we get this done, but yeah, so you can create your companies out of musketeers, commanded shot, pikemen, dragoons, real cavalry. Um, every company can have a single
Yeah.
regimental gun, and you're basically tracking individual men. So you're getting 60 or 80
Mm-hmm.
figures total tops is a company, and the officers can actually fight
Mm-hmm.
duels, and it's sort of like a combination of a role playing game and a minis
I think
game.
on Wargamer Vault you can get paper figures man to man.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, it getting figures is probably not that big a
Uh-huh.
deal, but I mean,
Oh,
those WoFun
those are
figures I've
cool. Though.
got.
Yeah. No, I just was thinking if you wanted to go man to man, we could print off some that way.
And again, I've got so many of
Uh-huh.
those WoFun figures.
Okay.
It's easy. We've got
Mm-hmm.
more than
And
enough.
then just mark
Um,
casualties.
yeah, and use
Mm-hmm.
more casualties, and it's easy to mark casualties because I've got
Mm-hmm.
casualty figures, right? If a base of 6 takes a casualty, well, you put a one wounded guy
Yeah.
figure behind it. It's easy to do that, but Yeah, so go have birthday cake, and
If they, yeah, if they're
tomorrow
doing
we
it, I don't
can.
even know if they're doing it. No one's ever told me what's going on.
If
Yeah,
they
or
didn't eat it all,
yeah.
um, and then we can do
Oh yeah.
Breitenfeld tomorrow.
Well, in Brightonville, we should get at least 2 turns on. Since maybe I don't know. We haven't really got done.
I think so. Yeah. Well, it's mostly going to
Yeah,
be
we're not
maneuvers
into
still.
the actual.
Yeah, we
Well,
haven't the lines have
right.
not
Well,
hit
none of
yet.
us are in charge, and none of us have. Yeah, we don't.
Right.
We don't have. We
Right.
don't have all this terrain
Yeah.
in Brightonville.
No, it's open field, and you're going to march up and go at
Yeah.
it. So Breitenfeld will be, as battles were at
Mm-hmm.
the time, and we kind of saw this a little bit in Edge Hill. The fight will be joined, and it'll be over fairly quickly once everybody gets in
Right.
position. Breitenfeld takes a little bit longer because you got to see, you got to deal with the Saxons and what they're going to do first, or not, right? You may decide not to and leave them there, but they
Yeah.
are
Oh yeah.
dangerous. So it'll be interesting to see. But yeah, trying to get across this stream and deal with these hedgerows. Christian parked himself not in a bad location. I'll
Mm-hmm.
say that for him. But he's got a problem because he can't get across the damn bridge to start withdrawing his troops.
Oh yeah.
So,
Yeah.
all righty. Well, have fun, and I'm gonna save the game, and
Okay.
we'll get to
Hey,
it.
so everybody that's watching tonight, thanks for coming to watch the show. Next Thursday, we'll be back here with a turn 3. And if you want to get advanced notification of going online, just go ahead and click the friend me button. All right.
There you
So,
go.
and this is with David and Doug, and we'll be back again with the next turn. Oh, turn 4. I should say not turn 3. Turn 4. Oh, well, it
No,
is
actually,
turn 3.
we're
So I
going
so
into
I
turn
was
three.
right.
Yeah,
Dang. I was looking up here because I was
yeah.
looking in the turn thing. Oh, okay.
No, we
Yeah,
just
we've
moved
already
into
already
turn
moved it
three.
forward.
Yep.
Okay, so thanks for coming tonight, guys. And any questions, just go ahead and type them in the chat bar next time. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and close out for tonight. Yeah.
We'll see y'all.
All right, Doug. I'm quitting the game. No, don't save. Okay, and all right,
Here we
and I'm going
go.
to shut down the broadcast.